My reading for this afternoon is from Pablo Neruda, great, excellent poet that I highly recommend. Take bread away from me if you wish. Take air away, but do not take from me laughter. Do not take away the rose, the lance, flower that you pluck, the water that suddenly bursts forth in joy, the sudden wave of silver born in you. My struggle is harsh, and I come back with my eyes tired, at times from having seen the unchanging earth. But when your laughter enters, it rises to the sky, seeking me, and it opens for me all the doors of life. My love, in the darkest hour of your laughter, it opens. And if suddenly you see my blood staining the stones of the street, laugh, because your laughter will be for my hands like a fresh sword. Next to the sea in the autumn, your laughter must raise its foamy cascade. And in the spring, love, I want your laughter like the flower I was waiting for, the blue flower, the rose of my echoing country. Laugh at the night, at the day, at the moon. Laugh at the twisted streets of the island. Laugh at this clumsy boy who loves you. But when I open my eyes and close them, when my steps go, when my steps return, deny me bread, air, light, spring, but never your laughter, for I would die. So my sermon this morning is laughter is the best medicine. And I learned how and why to laugh from my mother. She was completely irreverent and funny. People loved to be around her for that very reason. My mother was often fond of saying that laughter is the best medicine. She encouraged me to laugh and endeavored to create laughter wherever she went. And I can tell you that she was fairly successful in her pursuit. As with many children, I believe that my mother had the corner sewn up with regard to humor, and that her wise words about laughter and medicine were hers alone. It was only later, much later, that I found Lord Byron, an English poet, peer, and politician, considered one of the leading figures of the Romantic movement, and regarded as one of the greatest English poets. Imagine my surprise when I found that long before my mother walked on this planet, that he once explained, always laugh when you can, it's cheap medicine. It was only after that I started to really wonder about my mother's authenticity and lack of parenthetical attribution. If it wasn't my mother's own wisdom, then who was the first that actually uttered the notion about laughter and medicine? Of course, upon further research, it was our Jewish brethren, written in the Torah, Proverbs 17:22. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a downcast spirit dries up the bones. Being the doubting agnostic that I truly am, I went on to wonder if this wisdom was actually true. If laughter is really truly a good medicine or a great medicine or the best medicine. Personally, without our experiences taken into account, there's nothing like good and a hearty laugh. I mean, every time I laugh, really one of those good laughs where your face and your stomach and your assorted body parts start to ache from the activity of extreme laughter. One may cough, the nose may run, tears most definitely will flow. When done properly, laughter seems to be nothing short of a whole body experience. But the doubter in me naturally turned to science, the science of medicine, to uncover with certainty the real deal. Hence, the staff of the Mayo Clinic resolved my doubts when they shared that whether you're guffawing at a sitcom on TV or quietly giggling at a newspaper cartoon, laughing does you good. Laughter is a great form of stress release, and that's no joke. Haha, very punny. Love those Mayo Clinic folks. A good sense of humor can't cure all ailments, but data is mounting about the positive things laughter can do. A good laugh has great short-term benefits. When you start to laugh, it doesn't just lighten your load mentally, it actually induces physical changes in your body. Laughter enhances our intake of oxygen-rich air, stimulates our heart, lungs, and muscles, and increases the endorphins that are released by your brain. A rollicking laugh actually fires up and then cools down your stress response, and it can increase and then decrease your heart rate and blood pressure. The result? A good relaxing feeling. Laughter can also stimulate circulation, aid muscle relaxation, both of which can help reduce some of the physical symptoms of stress. That sounds like good news to me. We understand that negative thoughts manifest into chemical reactions that can affect our bodies by bringing more stress into our system and decreasing our immunity. By contrast, positive thoughts can actually release neuropeptides that help fight stress and potentially more serious illnesses. Laughter may literally ease pain by causing the body to produce its own natural painkillers. Laughter can also make it easier to cope with difficult situations. It also helps to connect with other people. Many people experience depression, sometimes due to chronic illness. Laughter can help lessen your depression and anxiety and may make you feel happier. Okay. What if anyone of us, for example, is just not a person that is taken up and in by laughter? Sometimes I'll sit around and I'll think, why are, my friends are laughing and I'm like, I don't get it. I think they might be laughing at me. But anyways, what if it's hard to find things to make us laugh? I believe that it is true that most of us do laugh, but like most things in our world, we may each laugh inspired by different things. Some like dry humor, also called British humor, like Monty Python. Some like physical humor, also known as slapstick, like Charlie Chaplin, for example. Apparently, there are 9 different types of humor. I was surprised at that. Self-deprecating humor, which is the ability to use yourself as a butt of your own joke. I watched The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime, which is a perfect example of self-deprecating humor. Every single cast member is pop your stitches funny, and that is not easy to accomplish. There is surreal humor that takes the world and flips it upside down. Think again of Monty Python, does that all the time. Sort of like creating Alice in Wonderland-like effect filled with humor. Improvisational humor, think Saturday Night Live. Or how about witty wordplay, such as puns, or even the following. Okay, let me see if I can get my lips ready for this. Did you hear about the chef that died? He passed away. He can only do so much. His legacy will become a pizza history. He ran out of time, T-H-Y-M-E. I know, kind of dorky. What you gonna do? Then there is observational humor. This is the stuff of stand-up comedians. Pick your favorite, Ellen DeGeneres, whomever, it doesn't matter. Bodily humor, which is also known as potty humor. No need for any more explanation on that one. And then, of course, there's dark humor. An example of such humor, prepare yourself. Why don't cannibals or sharks eat clowns? Answer, because they taste funny. I know. So where do you fall on the humor spectrum? What makes you laugh? Because right now in our world, we all need to laugh a lot more. And what types of humor do not spark the big laughs from you? Humor is a very personal experience. Some may think it is irreverent to laugh right now because of the state of the world is in, but not me. I think laughter is going to be the practice that will ultimately help us survive intact. Trust me, your funny bone is not too broken to laugh. Okay, maybe you haven't really laughed hard in a while. So is there any way to prime the laughter pump, improve or evolve our sense of humor? Let's turn to science yet again. As the Mayo Clinic explains, could it be that one may feel that they have an undeveloped or non-existent sense of humor? No problem. Humor can be learned. In fact, developing or refining your sense of humor may be easier than you think. Find a few simple things like photos or greeting cards or comic strips that make you crack a smile or even a chuckle. Then hang them up wherever you can see them. Keep funny movies, books, magazines, or comedy videos on hand for when you need an added boost of humor. Look online at joke websites. Find a way to laugh about your own situations and watch your stress begin to fade away. Even if it feels forced at first, practice laughing. Ha ha! Right? It does your body good. Consider trying laughter yoga. And yes, there is such a thing as laughter yoga. People practice laughing in a group. Laughter is forced at first, but it can soon turn into spontaneous laughter. Make it a habit to spend time virtually with friends who make you laugh. And then return the favor by sharing funny stories or jokes with those around you. Tell a joke or 10. Browse through joke books. Add a few jokes to your list that you can share. I'm not really good at telling jokes. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. I have moods. Anyways, let's give this a try, shall we? Here is a COVID lockdown joke for you. The young boy was watching his mother. She was talking to herself, and he asked her, "Mommy, why are you talking to yourself?" His mother, not missing a beat, turned and explained, "I'm having a parent-teacher conference." That one actually made me laugh, but I'm bummed. Did you groan? Sorry, that's not laughter. Groaning's not laughter. With that said, it is also important to know what is and isn't funny. What is important is to not laugh at anyone's expense. Think of that nervous laugh when someone trips, falls, or makes a mistake. You know, you all sort of go, you got to try to not do that. Personally, I think that we were trained by slapstick to laugh when people fall. Think about Lucille Ball. She's a perfect example of slapstick humor. Watch some of her reruns. That will make you smile and laugh. Some forms of humor are just not appropriate to share in public, such as the before mentioned potty humor. It is important to use our best judgment to discern a good joke from a bad or a hurtful joke. How about this? Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Go ahead, give it a try. Turn the corners of your mouth up into a smile and give a laugh, even if it feels a little forced right now. Imagine Pee Wee Herman, ha ha ha! He has a great laugh. Or better yet, I often watch a program called Killing Eve. It's on, I think it's on Prime. And I laugh constantly. One of the primary characters of that sitcom, Killing Eve, is Villanelle. She's like clearly a psychopath. Often she does this type of laughter. It actually makes me laugh every time she does it. It's clearly forced, too loud, and you can see that look of uncertainty on her face. This is where I'll try to pretend it, okay? That's her laugh. It is. Villanelle, watch it. It will make you laugh. Once you've had your chuckle, forced or not, take stock of how you're feeling. Are your muscles a little less tense? Do you feel more relaxed or buoyant? Apparently, that is the natural wonder and miracle of laughing. It truly makes one feel better. During a time in history when we desperately need to laugh, bring out the old classics. My favorites, Carol Burnett and Harvey Korman. You can't go wrong. Blazing Saddles, directed by Mel Brooks, or Young Frankenstein, another Mel Brooks classic. How about Bridesmaids? Have you ever seen that? Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, and Melissa McCarthy, who is one of the funniest women I've ever seen. I laughed so hard, I literally, during that movie, thought I was going to pass out. In a time when the daily news breaks our heart or infuriates us to the point of myocardial infarction, the time has arrived to introduce some balance into the day via funny books, games, movies, shows, and the like. If my mother, Lord Byron, and the Mayo Clinic are right, laughter, my friends, is the best medicine for what ails us right now. Oh, and did you hear the one about the new restaurant called Karma? You get exactly what you deserve. I invite you to take a moment in silent meditation, prayer, and maybe a little laughter. Okay, I can't stop myself. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed a little space. Keep it up. Try to spend more time laughing than not. You all will feel better for it. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen. Our time in worship has come to an end. May we be released knowing that having found stillness, may we share peace. Having received connection, may we reach out to others. Having heard the call of our deepest self, may we live in greater alignment. Having cried with broken hearts, may our tears fall anew, filled with mirth and merriment. And having returned to our center, may we expand the circle of love. So may it be. Blessed be. Amen.